coffee is not a damning beverage. I think it can fit for a lot of people. We have lots of people that drink coffee, hot flavor that people like in the morning. And so sometimes.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Kidney Coach YouTube channel. I am joined again by the amazing, wonderful Jessianna from the National Kidney Institute, Nutritional Institute. And today we wanted to go over and talk about all things breakfast when it comes to kidney disease. So why don't we start by just what the importance of breakfast is, and especially with kidney disease, is it something you should skip, or why is it important? And let's go from there.
Yeah, that's a great question. So I think there are definitely different strokes for different folks. Very personalized. Breakfast can be a great way. We found for people that are especially, maybe they're losing weight, they're not able to get all the calories in. You know, a lot in breakfast, and the whole breakfast strategy you can use to make sure you get enough calories. It can be a great way to fit in a lot of very alkaline foods, which we'll talk about later in this episode. But breakfast can be a huge powerhouse for a lot of people. For those, we have patients that definitely do intermittent fasting, whether we're like looking at the metabolic health or for polycystic kidney disease. Do a lot of people that are skipping breakfast and they're fasting. In those, that can be perfectly acceptable, but it's definitely a case by case basis. I mean, we've had some people, their ketone levels actually very good until we had a breakfast back in. I think it's just very individual whether or not it's like the most important meal of the day is what we always still versus one that can be very long.
Is there anything else you want to add about breakfast in there, about what people should do? Is time of day, anything like that you wanted to add?
Yeah, no, I don't know if there's time of day. I think just really depends on the person. The only other question that can come up for our patients sometimes is beverages. So people ask, like, is coffee good? Is tea good? Is Red Bull good?
We know the answer to that.
What's good? What's bad? So coffee being the most common beverage that's asked about at breakfast, it's a very core part of people's routine is to be able to have coffee. In the most traditional sense, you don't see that your blood pressure changes less than 3 cups a day. But on the other hand, sometimes if you shift that hot beverage towards something that also has some healing benefits, and I'm not, coffee is not a damning beverage. I think it can fit for a lot of people. We have lots of people that drink coffee and they do very well. But there are some really amazing beverages. I think you and I have talked about this before, made from the mushrooms. They're a lot more popular now. And those mushrooms already have tons of benefits for the kidney disease, whether it's the reishi or the cordyceps or whatever. It's you get, I think Mudwater is one of the brands. Or Signatic is one of the ones we use.
Yep.
Yeah. And it has still that same like roasted hot flavor that people like in the morning. And so sometimes switching to those can be helpful. Some people are very sensitive to caffeine. When we do nutrigenomics, there's a couple genes that we can ping on where caffeine is not going to be serving them. And so moving out of using coffee can be beneficial for them as well. So again, specific to the person, I don't think coffee is like absolutely eliminated, but if you can use that habit to benefit your kidneys with using some of those really amazing hot beverages, I don't see any reason why you wouldn't.
Totally agree. And of course, we like our Nana's kidney tea blend, the nettle and the couch grass and the marshmallow and a bit of lavender. But mushrooms, that's what I have. In fact, I'm looking at my mug here. So I had my mug of, it's called Jing, which has got some mushrooms and some Chinese herbs in there. And I make it up with an almond milk and it's delicious. So yeah, definitely good things to switch to. Okay. Anything else you want to add there, Jessianna? We covered all things breakfast.
I think that's almost everything. I mean, the only other thing is if you're eating out for breakfast, you're meeting your children or your grandma or whoever, then you're going to eat out breakfast. The breakfast options for most places are not exceptionally kidney friendly.
No.
So a couple strategies you can use, and those social interactions are very, very important. I think the healing power of like positive social interactions is so paramount. You don't want to put yourself in a box. So one thing you can do is either half your portions, maybe eat a little bit before so you can enjoy the meal, but from a, maybe you're not going to have it be your exact meal. Or you kind of, you search down, and again, it's the same principles. Do they have any fruits or vegetables I can add with my breakfast? And do they have any, if I'm going to have grains, do they have any whole grains? Do I have more of those like extra fibers in my diet? And if they don't, can I just minimize my portion of what I'm going to have at this meal? Enjoy the company, enjoy the people, enjoy what I have. And then the rest of the day, I would, focus on those same, getting the fiber, more alkalinity in my other meals. And I think that's a way to kind of balance it into our life.
Yeah, if you want to make sure you subscribe so you hear when Jessianna and I talk about lunch and breakfast, hit the subscribe button. You'll get a notification when we do our next podcast. Make sure you head over to our website as well, www.kidneycoach.com. You'll find all the information there about the kidney disease solution and some of the supplements that we sell. You'll read all about the team there, myself and Duncan. And yeah, thank you for being part of our community. Jessianna, thank you again for your time. Always greatly appreciated. And we'll see you next time to talk all things lunch.
Sounds good. Thanks so much, Fiona.
No worries. Bye.